Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank you for joining me for another video. It is your guy, Crypto Glenn. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. It's been a little while. Things have been moving in the crypto space, and I wanted to put out this video just to touch base with you guys. Currently, the price of one Bitcoin today is currently sitting at $47,832. It's been a long ways, from the last time I spoke to you guys. I believe we were somewhere in the mid 30,000 range, but it's good to be here knocking on the door to 50. So what's going on in the market? Traders are saying that there aren't many reasons to be bearish on Bitcoin, and I would actually tend to agree right now given everything that's going on in the market. Bitcoin just hit a shy of $50,000 in the past 24 hours following news earlier this week that Tesla, that's right, Tesla had actually purchased $1.5 billion worth of assets. Personally, I think it's hilarious that Elon Musk was on the Doge train, and secretly I believe this purchase took place in December. He now comes out and acknowledges the fact that he has bought Bitcoin to place on Tesla's balance sheets. Frankly, I think you're going to see a lot more companies in the future start to do this, as it's going to be a great way for executives to push up the price of their stock. Because again, if you have Bitcoin on the company's balance sheets, if Bitcoin appreciates, ergo the price of the company appreciates with it. So more than 100% past the 2017 highs near 20,000 over the course of the past months. Chet, a crypto analyst and trader on Twitter, thinks that the scene remains bullish. I would agree. We are knocking on the door to 50,000, and I believe if we get past 50, we'll be on track to hit our yearly target of above $100,000 for one Bitcoin. So it's good news all the way around. You guys can check this article out on Cointelegraph. What they're basically saying about Bitcoin is $50,000 is inevitable, but would be cautious of the $44,500 mark as we head into the weekend. Obviously, weekends haven't been the greatest for crypto. Some people like selling off. We're just coming off the Chinese New Year. There's certain points within the crypto space where the price is going to fluctuate. Weekends, October, and the Chinese New Year. For some reason, it's those three variables. But Tesla CEO Musk had tweeted about crypto a number of times in the recent days, giving particular attention to Dogecoin. That's kind of what I was making mention to a moment ago. So I think that's kind of a good testament to the old adage, don't pay attention to what they say, pay attention to what they do. So as far as it stands right now, I here on the Crypto Glenn channel, very, very bullish on Bitcoin in the very near future moving forward. DeFi is absolutely all the rage. If you're in DeFi, if you've been thinking about getting in DeFi, what I would tell you is that right now DeFi is hot, but it's also in a very weird state because Ethereum fees are super expensive. In fact, during the making of this video at the time of this recording, I'm currently still waiting on an Ethereum transaction to take place. I'm actually trying to push some money into a wallet so I can start to get more involved in the DeFi space. If you have been paying attention to the crypto space for a while, you know that a lot of people are hot on cake. They're hot on sushi. Aave has absolutely just ran an absolute monk, and I think this is kind of painting the picture to more people that if you've got money or if you just have crypto just lying around, putting it to work for you is probably going to be a better strategy moving forward, as a lot of these DeFi protocols don't even have lockup periods, which means you can deposit it on a Monday, you can take it out on a Tuesday if you need it. So that's something that's going to be very, very beneficial to investors and traders, as we go forward and as DeFi gets older. But as Bitcoin and the numerous altcoins surge towards new all-time highs, traders who are coin rich but cash poor are increasingly flocking to decentralized finance lending platforms. I can only suggest this is probably because that DeFi has a lot better rates in terms of going the traditional way by a bank or financial institution to get a loan. And there's currently $4.5 billion locked up in the Compound protocol. So DeFi is definitely making a move in the crypto space. And if you're looking for a next opportunity in terms of growing your portfolio, you may actually want to start looking at DeFi. If you've got questions about DeFi, leave them in the comment section below. I want to try and get some more content out about this to help you guys in terms of your, decision-making practices and help give you some more supplemental resources to utilize for investing. Stock buying limitations highlight the end need for DeFi. While there are no major announcements that seem to have catalyzed this current rally from Comp, The project did currently integrate with ledgers and lending platforms, which allow wallet users to interact with Compound platforms and lend out their crypto stablecoins. So this is great. So a lot of the slippage or a lot of the disconnect when people are getting involved with DeFi is the moving of assets. And the more times that you have to move an asset from wallet to wallet to wallet, if you've been doing this long enough, the greater the risk that you may get a character wrong, or you may not get something right, and you could potentially send your crypto into a black hole. So this is great. So because Compound has actually directly integrated wallets directly into their platform, you really don't have to move money around multiple times. It's seeming like it's just going to be a one-click and done kind of deal. So that's great. Anything to ease utilization of your platform is always going to yield great results. So congratulations to the folks over at Compound. This is something else that I want to talk to you guys about. We are starting to see the beginning portions of cryptocurrency really disrupting countries. It's not just, users in those countries, but countries as a whole. Earlier this week, a Nigerian senator came out and said Bitcoin has essentially rendered our currency useless. Of course, currency is basically printed and interest rates are set at the highest levels from a country's central bank, and because of which it looks like the Central Bank of Nigeria has actually just put a ban on crypto regulations. So this kind of tells us or confirms what we've been thinking. So the countries will try and make the laws, and basically those laws have to be greenlit by the central banks. And what's happening is because crypto is making the Nigerian currency virtually worthless, the Nigerian Securities and Exchange Commission was going to put forth plans to implement regulations on cryptocurrencies. And the central bank just basically came out and put a ban prohibiting the financial institutions from servicing crypto exchanges, basically saying we don't want you guys to get off our traditional legacy fiat, because if you do that, we don't necessarily have any more power. I assume that there will be more countries that would do this, but with the rise of crypto banks like Kraken popping up, I don't know, they may be a little bit too late to the party here, so we'll have to keep that in mind and watch to see what happens. And of course, you have more posturing as we look here at this third paragraph, and it tells us that reactions to the central bank's crypto ban have seemingly been split between ethnic and geopolitical lines across the country. Of course, the people who have the money, the people who have the power, they don't want to see this change in regime, this new age of crypto rise up, because it essentially means a slippage in the amount of power that they have. And this is going to happen all across the board here, unfortunately. With crypto being decentralized, it just means that the people aren't going to be dependent on governments and entities that control fiat any longer. The central bank, for its part, has said the move was taken to combat the use of virtual currencies by criminal elements in Nigeria. This is the go-to line that they always use. Oh, well, cryptocurrencies are only used by criminals, and we know that's simply just not the case. All currencies are used by criminals. So to say that we have to stop the adoption of a cryptocurrency or a virtual currency because the bad guys are going to use it is just absolutely ridiculous. So my stance on this is the same. The cryptocurrency and virtual currency means power to the people, and the people don't necessarily want, or the governments don't necessarily want the people to have that kind of power, so they're going to try and cripple it any way that they can. My advice is, if you're able to, buy it however you're able to, and just have it for yourself, because you may need it, and I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, if you understand what I'm saying. So taking a look here at some projects, or one project in particular that I've been very, very bullish on, the Graph. If you pay attention to my Twitter at CryptoGlenn, we've talked about this for some time. The Graph currently went on a tear at the beginning of the month, and since we're currently seeing a little bit of retrace, we descended into this golden retrace zone, and I was telling some people on Twitter that after they do their own research, they should, or while they're doing their research, you should look at where we're at in terms of the current price, going from a swing low reversal to a swing high, or swing low session to a swing high reversal. We see that we retraced down to about $2.11. And I placed this little green box here and went on to say that, hey, if we're able to stay in this golden retrace zone, we're probably going to start to climb out of it and see a little bit of reversal. This is why I'm so keen on learning technical analysis, because it can kind of tell you things of this nature. Obviously, we want to see here is we don't want to go too far outside of the over bought territory, but If we could kind of come back down into this healthy range in here before starting to go back up, that's obviously what we want to see. But if you were looking for a position to get in, maybe for a scalp trade, I think that, where we're at now, you probably just saw that. So we'll keep an eye on this and see where it goes. But, for now anyway, all things are looking good. If there are any things you guys want to hear about in terms of NFTs, we're going to be talking a lot more about that. DeFi, we're going to be talking a lot more about that. And just the traditional crypto stuff, we're always going to talk about that. Leave it in the comment section below. Cryptocurrency right now is definitely a hot topic. It's allowing a lot of people the opportunity to provide financial freedom for themselves, actually just maybe change their own financial, situation for the better. So if that's you, if that represents somebody who's in your family and you guys can attest to this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Like the video if you liked it, comment, rate, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.